I did one album with Mace. One album. How much money do you think I owe this guy? One album, and then he became a fake pastor and went and conned people. And then y'all gonna let him throw dirt on the God's name? Mace owes me $3 million. That's facts. I got the receipt. And I'm not gonna go back and forth with Mace. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going back and forth with nobody. I'm just gonna, if I'm here, I'm gonna speak up for myself. I'm gonna speak up for myself now. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I did this told my he want receipts. Let's start with your mother. Your mother got the receipts. Everything is in your mother. That's the one who got the receipts. You need more proof? Biggie ain't here, so Big can't give you no receipts. He dead. Craig Mack can't give you receipts. He dead. What are you talking about? Who else? Black Rob can't give you receipts. He dead. And everybody else you made sign paperwork so they can't talk about what I'm talking about. I'm the only one with the guts to not sign it. Because I ain't need the money. All money ain't good money. Remember that. Remember that. Remember that.
It felt inevitable that My Dollar E was on a fast track to superstardom, not just grazing the edges of R&B success, but taking full control of the rap scene as well. His glow was impossible to ignore. The momentum was unreal, and the industry had already crowned him as the next big thing. That's exactly why jaws dropped when he abruptly announced he was done with rap, stepping away while the spotlight was still burning at its brightest.
Got my man Mace on the phone. What's up, baby?
I'm chilling, Flex. I feel mad good.
I gotta let a fax today from Magic Johnson Music. It says Mace is retired from the rap game.
I gotta do what make me happy. You know, a lot of people gonna say I'm crazy, I'm leaving money behind and a lot of things. But it's just, how I feel in my heart. Once God puts something in your heart, God talks to everybody different.
So you saying you don't want to make any more albums?
I don't want to make no records. I don't want to rap on no records, and I don't want to run no record companies.
I don't think people want that, Mace. You might be outvoted. What you gonna do?
If I'm outvoted, then I'm just outvoted. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel as though, like the late, great Tupac and people like Biggie, they got the same messages. They just didn't act on it.
Mm-hmm.
So when you look at it in that realm, it's like, whoa.
I appreciate you calling, Big Daddy. I appreciate you making...
Rumors went wild overnight. No one could understand why a 19-year-old riding the highest wave of his career would suddenly wake up and walk away from it all to become a minister. Fans questioned it. Critics dissected it. And the streets stayed puzzled, still asking what truly drove him to make such a life-altering decision.
Did you make the right decision leaving rap?
I did. Everything now that we see playing out was all the things I escaped. The car, the Shine, the Loon, Puff Daddy, the Craig Mack,
Biggie Smalls.
the Biggie Smalls. So even though I made those decisions and it cost me money, that's why I got with Killer and they gave me the money.
Then in 1999, Mason Betha formally walked away from Bad Boy Entertainment and founded Sane Ministries, short for Saving a Nation Endangered. Following a powerful spiritual awakening, he adopted the name Minister Ma Dollar E and openly confessed that he felt deep remorse for influencing friends and young fans in the wrong way. That weight of guilt sat heavy on his spirit, and in the end, he chose faith over fame, fully committing his heart and soul to a new path.
If the devil can use him aggressively, then I want you to know God could use me aggressively. I went through every step on how to deal with him. Every step on how to deal with Puff biblically. I dealt with him biblically. That's why I felt aggressive about it. I felt like I did not have to change my strong approach. Because number one, I went to him as a brother when things were not right. Secondly, I went to him with a witness. That was Rodney Jerkins. Like the Bible says, if you don't get it right with him, go back to him with a witness. I did that. The third thing it tells us to do is go to the church. Bring it before the elders. I reached out to his bishop. His bishop declined to mediate the situation. So I just went to step number 4, which is mark him as a publican and have nothing to do with him. And that's what I did lyrically. And that's what you guys have a problem with. So I don't know if it's me or you got a problem with the Bible, because all I did was handle it the way you're supposed to handle it. And I'm up for all the smoke he has to bring. Puff can't beat me at anything. Anything. And he knows that. And I'm up for the challenge. And until I see you again, just know I may do a lot of things you don't agree with. Pray for me like I will pray for you. Instead of letting your voice be used against something that could be a phenomenal change for our culture. We don't need no more leaders like that. We need new gatekeepers. If there's ever been a company, just think of this, that handled those people that way for 20 straight years, you wouldn't keep them in leadership. So why should we keep these same gatekeepers who have done nothing but exploited us and used our talents against us for their own gain? And
at the absolute height of his run, fresh off the massive success of Harlem World, My Dollar E jumped on a radio interview and began dropping subtle hints that something behind the scenes just wasn't sitting right.
This is Mace. I got my official papers right here from Puff Daddy. It was love. So I guess we don't have no problems at all. All love, man. I don't even know how to take that. I ain't used to Puff doing good stuff, you know?
Yeah, every once in a while you got to do something good.
The music was booming. The charts were on lock. But something about his deal felt unstable, and anyone listening closely could sense the tension slipping through his words.
Let me give you my card.
After Puff signing this official, your boy is Freedom Bird. Once I get this paper signed, then I come back.
That's what it is, guys.
You see what that is?
What you ever had something to talk about? You got nothing to talk about right now. Got something to talk about.
No, this is Freedom paper.
What really had everyone scratching their heads was how My Dollar E even managed to walk away in the first place.
Me and Puff was like, I felt like I did more than I got credit for, more than I got paid for.
You felt, or did you do that? Because you said felt, like
okay,
feeling.
let's clear that up then.
You saying you feeling that?
No, we're going to keep it with, because I'm trying to be nice. I never got paid what I was worth, and I never got the respect I was worth. So the disdain that I got for Puff is more like, you trying to keep me here. I'm not here. All my peers is up here. All my peers are bosses. When it's time, just like somebody raised somebody up, you know they did work with you. They go from your little man to maybe A&R to something else. He just kept trying to keep me right here, like he didn't want me to grow at anything.
Everybody knew Sean Combs wasn't the kind of executive who let artists simply walk away from Bad Boy Records. Yet somehow, My Dollar E managed to break free, saying that sometimes you have to choose what's right, even when you're tied down by a long-term contract.
Since Cain killed Abel, I'm able to kill Cain. And love don't steal, but change your name. Come on. Be selling their soul to go to a brunch. Might end up sweet, drinking that punch, I suffer good. And it's known from another hood. Forget a brotherhood, I'm trying to make sure that my mother good. I'm the ghost of Wolf, ghost of RZA. Come with the facts you never considered, I'm the ghost of Sean. I speak for every artist never spoke their mind. Representing every artist that was left behind. From Craig Mack to G-Day. You know that it would be lonely. It's never safe if you owe me. You know that shit is true. You had a chance to do right now, understand you. You can't stop it. It came from wicked, can't rule. Karma came and gave him for what he did. And Kim Paul.
5 years later, he resurfaced with Welcome Back. But here's the twist. He later claimed he never received a single royalty. Not long after returning, he was already looking for a way out again, slipping into interviews and speaking his truth wherever he could. By 2016, during a Bad Boy reunion tour, My Dollar E finally let it all out. He went live on Instagram and laid bare the ongoing tension, proving the conflict never truly ended. Even after Diddy's emotional speech at the Grammy Awards, My Dollar E remained unconvinced. He accused his former boss of shady business dealings, later revealing he was never paid, despite helping shape some of the label's biggest records.
So Puff ran out the hospital door and he grabbed my arm. He said, Gene, we gotta pray. We gotta pray. We gotta pray. And I knocked his hands off of me. I said, pray for what? That nigga's dead, bro. He just was stunned. He just, like, he had this look in his eye like he couldn't believe it, that he was dead. He couldn't believe it.
Do you think that he had any involvement in big stuff?
Ma's sharpest shot hit hard when he dropped a bar aimed at Sean Combs and his switch to the name Brother Love, and it definitely didn't go unnoticed. That single line set the internet on fire, with fans dissecting every word, searching for hidden meaning and decoding what he was really trying to say. Almost instantly, theories flooded social media, with some claiming the lyrics sounded like a direct diss tied to long-standing rumors surrounding big and old industry whispers about money, power, and betrayal. Nothing was ever proven, but the buzz alone sent shockwaves through hip-hop circles everywhere. One thing's certain, though, the story between Ma Dollar E and Diddy is far from over. From faith-fueled exits to public call-outs, this saga shows just how complicated fame, loyalty, and power can become in the rap game. Drop your thoughts in the comments.